Que paso, worldwide fans of cinema? Jaime En Fuego here for Enfuegotainment, where I am always covering the hottest entertainment with an edge. Today, doing a trailer reaction for you guys about a film that I've been so anxiously anticipating because the first two installments were some of my favorites in the entire Marvel Universe, especially for a character that I knew so little about. Today we're doing Thor Ragnarok. The first teaser just hit. I am an immense fan of the director, actually, which is Taika Waititi. He is a guy from New Zealand who is a peep of the Conchords, as in Flight of the Conchords, my favorite folk hip-hop, comedy, rock duo, whatever the hell they were calling themselves for a little while. Britt and Jermaine Clement has gone on to act in various things. He's kind of become a movie star in his own right, aside from the music, whereas Britt has gone on to, he won an Oscar for that Muppet song in the first Muppet Redux remake that they did, and so they've both gone on to immense things, and obviously their directorial buddy, who also did Eagle vs. Shark, he did last year's A Hunt for the Wilder People, I believe it was, which was super awesome and one of my favorite films of the year. A little more on the heartfelt side of things. And then anyone who knows me from the horror show knows how much I adored What We Do in the Shadows. At Mad Monster 2016 here in Arizona, we actually got the chance to talk to two of those guys. And so, man, I must say, when a big property like Thor is given to this guy who's done small comedic things, a lot of people scratch their heads, just like they did with James Gunn, just like they did with Brad Payton, I believe, the guy who did Ant-Man, and yet it has given dividends of an immense amount. And so this third and allegedly intergalactic planetary sorry, I'm not going to get into that, but this is supposed to be basically Thor in space with the Hulk, and the reasons for that is because of all the rights issues, how I guess Universal owns the rights to Hulk, and they're still trying to get that all sorted out with Disney Marvel, and so that's why the movie can't have Hulk in the name, even though we know it's supposed to incorporate some of the Planet Hulk aspects from the comic books. And Ragnarok is a place that is big time for Thor fans, and the Thor movies, the first two, like I hinted at the beginning, were two of my absolute biggest surprises. I loved the fish out of water aspect of the first one. I loved the more just full-on medieval awesome of the second one, even if some people don't think it was quite as good. I like them both equally, despite being directed by different people and a little bit different in tone. So this third one, with all of the announcements of just crazy casting with I mean, Carl Urban's going to be in here, Jeff Goldblum, and plus you've got all the usual suspects, you know, Chris Hemsworth, who unfortunately I've seen is not a man after my own hair anymore, which is kind of funny. I'm sure there's going to be a reasoning behind this, though. So let's get to it. I have jibba-jabbered enough. Let's check out the Thor Ragnarok trailer, and we'll talk a little bit of good, bad, and ugly, bueno, malo, feo afterwards. I've been waiting all day for this. Bring it on. Still has hair.
How did this happen?
Seriously, how'd you lose your hair?
Well, it's a long story.
Kate Blanchett looking BA. Is that Led Zeppelin I hear? Wow. Hammer of the gods, our ships to new lands. Whoa, one signs of wrong. Loki!
Main event time.
I like the war paint, it's dope. Oh wow, he's actually gonna wear a helmet for the first time in forever.
We know each other. He's a friend from work.
Oh, the lettering was so 80s. I love it. I love it. I love it. So obviously this is a teaser, so it didn't really give us like an immense amount of information, but that was hella entertaining. I'm sure I'm gonna get dinged for the Led Zeppelin song. Thanks, Marvel. But aside from that, it was fast-paced. Blanchett looks badass. Jeff Goldblum looks quirky as Ferg, and I am so stoked for this. Once again, Taika Waititi, I feel like his comedic sensibilities are going to be perfect for this. Some people I saw online before I watched this, I was trying to avert my eyes from everything, but certain people were tweeting and saying, it feels so much like Guardians of the Galaxy. And it's like, I didn't really feel that as much. I mean, it felt like a Marvel movie to me, and yet of the higher echelon, and it felt like it was melding the Thor stuff from the second film and just kind of cranking it up and making it a little bit more fun, because the Dark World didn't really have as much humor for me as the first one, with the fish out of water stuff like I was mentioning did, but this looks badass. I cannot wait. So I just mentioned a lot of bueno. I mean, Malo maybe, I guess, I'm searching for bad here. I mean, maybe it could have been a little bit longer, but then again, that's grasping at straws because it's a teaser. They didn't really give much information about who Goldblum's character is. I'm sure people who are more familiar with the comics than I am, since I've never really read Thor, my expertise is, Batman and Spawn and Spider-Man and X-Men and stuff like that. So I'm not as deep of a diver into, the Marvel Universe. I'm a holy diver, damn it. No, I'm just kidding. If we do Feo, I couldn't even really think of, any bad stuff about this trailer. This was quick and fun. The music was great. So see, I'm circling back to the bueno here. Ugly, I think, is maybe the fact that since it's intergalactic, people are going to make those comparisons to Guardians. Maybe a little bit, but I mean, what, because there's a joke near the end, or because, the costuming is a little bit crazier? So, I mean, this is what we've seen from Thor before, so I don't know what the criticism is really there for. It feels a little unmerited, at least in my estimation. This trailer was awesome. What did you guys think, though, Enfuegotainment peeps? Did you think it was totally BA? Did you think the music was perfect? Obviously, the music was perfect. I mean, yeah, an immigrant song with everything that they're singing about. It's like perfectly tailored for Thor. I'm sure that even kind of inspired it a little bit with Robert Plant's lyrics. But yeah, what did you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. Also want to remind you that on May 1st, Enfuegotainment is relaunching under a brand new YouTube page. And that's because when I first started this page as Jaime En Fuego, I was a music journalist and I was covering so many shows where I was ghetto camming it, yo. I was there with my cell phone and I was, grabbing as many live clips as I could, and I only got hit with copyright stuff where they actually made me take stuff down twice, and that was an Eddie Vedder show and I think maybe like a Roger Waters show. But in any event, since there are so many videos on my Jaime En Fuego page here, and I don't want to take them all down, however, they were all flagged for those minor copyright notices here on YouTube where you can't monetize a channel if you have copyright flags and warnings and stuff. They may not shut down your channel unless, you have videos where they order you take them down and you don't, but I can't monetize this channel without taking down all of those videos, which I've got so many amazing bands on there, from Bad Religion to Children of Bodom to stuff from Roger Waters doing The Wall to Soul Asylum, Social Distortion, so many of my favorite bands. And since I have like hundreds of videos on there, which are all that stuff, I think it's time to just cut my losses and move the content I have already done when rebranding this Enfuegotainment onto an Enfuegotainment proper channel, and also because the channel has grown with the people who have assisted me, from Cecil Laird, Luis Hernandez, and a cast of various others that you've seen pop in and out here. So I'm going to be moving all of the pre-existing videos to this new page, and then on May 1st is when I'm going to start doing the Nightly Nerd officially, which I'm still debating if it should be a podcast about the day's like hottest entertainment with an edge news, or if it should be, a actual video thing. So if you guys have any opinions on that, definitely let me know. I know there's been a lot of people migrating from the horror show over to this channel, so sorry to ask you to subscribe to another channel here in a few weeks, guys, but I'm rebranding, relaunching. It's the 2-year anniversary of when I first did an Enfuegotainment video, my review with Cecil Laird of Age of Ultron, the second Avengers movie, which I was not really that impressed with. But this, I was very impressed by, so I extend a grande gracias. Stay tuned for that relaunch at youtube.com/Enfuegotainment. And I've been Jaime En Fuego. You can find me covering the hottest entertainment with an edge constantly on all social media sectors, predominantly Twitter, which is where I spend most of my time. But I'm also on Facebook, I'm on Instagram, and obviously here on YouTube. I'm not sure what's going to happen with this channel afterwards. I might just, I don't know, but we will see. All of the old, music clips are still going to be on here, though, even as I take down the older Enfuegotainment videos. So, in any event, a grande gracias once more, Cinemigos. Until the next time we see each other, hasta luego. I hope that we make it sooner rather than later. And until then, peace out.